See it? Yeah. Is it public? Stop it. No? Okay.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakodash.
double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that reign well. Much peace and blessings to all you sister Akimai that is pushing me 100% true with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. With our brothers from the Gms Broward Camp back out here in Broward County, Florida, Hollywood Beach, to be exact. Coming back out here another week to preach the downfall of America and the waking up of the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelites scattered among the other nations, looking like the other nations, right? But their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on the father's side. Okay? So we're just going to get into it, get into the prophecy, Lord willing, that's edifying. Okay?
I got something. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, in verse 1, and it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
So the words that the prophets speak, Lord willing, we are those prophets. We believe that through faith. When I say we, I'm talking about the house of Great Millstone, starting with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men out there that's teaching the same doctrine. We believe that we are the prophets of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, right? We are the Israelites as a people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We have plenty of our people that know that they are the Israelites, right? But there's a group of men within Israel that the Lord set up to be prophets, which means to say before. So the Lord is using these men as vessels, as conduits, to speak his words. So the things that you hear us say, no matter how controversial it may sound, no matter how you may feel about it emotionally, what we're saying lines up with what is written. It lines up with thus saith the Lord.
This is Deuteronomy 18 and 21. And if thou say in thy heart, how shall we know the words which Yahweh hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is a thing which Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, have not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of it. So you can distinguish the true prophets from the false prophets by what they're speaking, and if it comes to pass or not. And the prophets and elders of Great Millstone, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, you know, the things that they've taught us and we teaching the people now, they starting to come to pass. Like it's evident. All we doing is going to articles and we just pointing out, look, we said this, we said that, we said this, and we said that. Right. You know, and that's like the brother said, like it's all through the Spirit because the Lord is using men as conduits like he's always done. Yep. Always. He didn't switch the program.
Lord God will do
nothing. He would do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants the prophets. So there's a group of men walking on planet Earth that God is using to speak his words.
This book of Hebrews, chapter 1, and verse 1, it says, the Most High Yahweh, which that's the name of the Heavenly Father, his name is Yahweh, like not God, and his only God's son name is Yahweh Shai, who the word even called Jesus Christ. It says, the Most High Yahweh, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in past times unto the fathers by the prophets. And that's plain. The Lord always speaks to his people, or to the nations by what his prophets, man. They're the voice of the Most High. They're the mouthpiece of the Most High, man. You know, and I got a piece at the back of your piece of the bar. This is Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 8. It says, I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Verse 9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So before something that the Lord spoke of happens, the Lord has to warn you first. That's why he sent his men out throughout the four corners of the earth to tell our people, you know.
Because he's just. Yep. He's fair. He's merciful. Like it says in the 2 Chronicles 36.
Action on the people.
Right. Yep. You know? Because he had compassion upon the people. He sent the prophets right in due time.
Yep.
But what? They misused the prophets. They misused his ways. So we're getting ready to see, these actual prophecies come to pass and play out.
That's right.
And then, as it's written in Ezekiel 33rd chapter, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Yep. When these things come to pass.
I got 2 Ezra 1, verse 13. I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader and Aaron for a priest.
Yeah, so that's the Lord always have leaders and men to teach other men, to guide other men. Well, you got it, brother. I'm gonna make a point on that.
Oh, no.
I'll go to back to 2 Ezra. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, they talking Great Millstone, Miami. GMS Miami. GMS Miami.
All right. Here's a light. All right, so I'll read again. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So the words of the Lord are faithful and true, and they're going to come to pass whether these people believe it or not. All right, just how what the Lord said, all these curses was going to come upon our people. And you see, we in the land of our captivities right now. We went on those cargo slave ships. We at the bottom. We got to go to the enemy for one of all things. So how much more the prophecies of salvation, the prophecy of this place being destroyed going to come to pass, you know? This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 3, it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So their imaginations and their hard sayings and things like that, that's not supposed to trouble us, man. All right, their unbelief, just because these people don't believe what we're saying through the spirit and power, how about Shema Shah, doesn't make the word of the Lord go out void.
Right, because there's a big separation that's happening right now through the spirit, in which the things that we're saying and other people are saying is going to separate us,
Right.
and put us on a higher level than other people, right? Because if somebody tells you that it's going to rain, and it rains, people are going to flock to those people. But if someone tells you that, something else and it doesn't happen, they're not going to flock to you, right? So that's where the ultimate separation is going to come at, when people see the things that we've been saying actually happen up close and personal, as far as Jacob's trouble and calamity,
Right.
and Esau coming down with great wrath. They're not going to seek to their soothsayers and their idols. They're going to throw them shits in the trash, man. All right, and they're going to start to flock or try to the men of the Lord. Because one thing that the Most High knows about his people is, and this is one of the reasons why he sent his son down with power. He knows that people, they listen more when it comes to power, right? Now, and things coming true. So the Lord is going to give his men spiritual powers. He's going to give them powers, because the Most High know his people.
For the Jews seek after the sign.
Exactly. We know that's how his people rock.
Yeah.
So eventually, the Lord is going to give his men power.
I got a piece of
And
it.
they told Yahweh Shai, if he have him to come down from the cross,
Yeah.
then we will believe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So that's how, like the brother Ashe, that's how the Jews rock.
Yeah.
That's how the Israelites rock in general. Right? They want to see something. They're carnal in a sense, because they wanted a king. They want to, they're concerned with a lot of outward appearance, and the Most High knows that. He knows his people. So eventually, when this shit goes down, because it will, the Lord's going to give his men power so the elect can come in. You got it, buddy.
It's Psalm chapter 110 and verse 3 says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power,
That's right.
and in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. So our people gonna be willing when the Lord give us that power, man. Because they think everything is all sweet now, but when those miracles start happening and brothers get those spiritual powers, those spiritual gifts that the Lord said is gonna come upon in these times, our people they gonna be willing. Then they're gonna be like, what's the name of the Lord? It's gonna be too late, man. You know.
You got more? That was it. 1 Corinthians 4 verse 9. For I think that God hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, and we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Yep. So the Lord said he set up the apostles last. All right, we're a spectacle to these people. That's why we out here. Scriptures talk about the foolishness of preaching to save them believe. The Lord had to set up the apostles last so they can break down all these strongholds that's going on, especially in the Christian church, right? In the different philosophy, the different lies that Esau put out. So the apostles, the Lord had to set them on last to crush all that.
Yeah, the Black Panthers movement.
Yep.
That came to naught. The word apostle means sent forth, sent away. Sent forth to do what? Teach the gospel.
Right. You ever heard the saying, the best say the best for last?
Yep.
You know, we're like, in a sense, the Lord, he set the best for last, but he kind of hid us in plain sight. Because you ever watch the movie where the bum is in the corner by the trash can, and he's telling the truth. And then when the shit happened, you kind of, it recollects in your mind like, oh, he was telling the truth.
Yep.
You know, that old, wise, trashy looking man, but when you go by the trash can to get a look, he ain't there no more. You done seen that plenty of times in movies. And they showed you in your face, they showed you who the prophets were.
And they show you that the prophet's gonna be looking bugged out to the masses of people. Don't they call us bums?
Yeah,
Bum camp?
bums. They call it bums.
Conspiracy theories.
You know? Yeah.
They think, the movies always put the wise people as crazy.
As crazy or as a lower state, you know what I'm saying? They right in, tell you in your face, man. Esau know who the prophets are.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, man. So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're not even gonna set up a carnal military to go against the devil. The Lord's gonna cast him down, all right? By these words, Scripture say by the spirit of his mouth and by the brightness of his coming, man. It says the pulling down of strongholds. One of the biggest strongholds is these different idols that Esau put up that our people serve, man. All right, JC, all right?
US dollar,
Yep.
fiat currency, black money. The Lord is taking down all these idols right now. And the truth is, that you say, in the truth, the Lord is saying, corruption shall be overcome. The truth that was so long without fruit shall be the blessed. So we're living in that age of we're living. It's clear that we're living in a time of transition. Transition of power. We're living in a turning of events, and that's when the Lord sends His prophets.
To prophesy against kingdoms of war, evil, pestilence. But he prophesied against them because that kingdom about to eventually fall down. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 5. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So we casting down all these imaginations, man. That's why the Lord set up the apostles last, because why? We had all type of philosophies that we was going after. Some brothers was in Rastafari, some brothers was in the Christian, some brothers was in that Islam shit, man. But the Lord had to cast that down through the truth, you know? That was it, man.
You got something? This is 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So that in that transition, breaking down strongholds, the Lord's going to completely obliterate everything that is not of the truth. And people are going to come to realization that, and they're going to have to sit in it, that what they believe, their devices, it was wrong. And that they're going to have to admit that these were the men of God. and that what they were saying was correct because it's going to be right smack dab in their face. And like Wisdom of Solomon 5 said, they're going to admit it. We wearied ourselves in wickedness. This was he whom we had in derision. Yep.
So as clearly as we see this truth,
Mm-hmm.
that's how clear they're going to see
They're going to see it.
That's the beautiful thing about prophecy.
It can't be like that's what I'm saying. Like if we got two separate gods, like what it was, Daniel, right, and the prophets of Baal, it's gonna be clear as day, just like that. If I be a man of God, let fire rain down from heaven. So hey, listen, my bad. It's gonna be like that, Elijah. It's gonna be just as like that.
Yeah, right.
The things that we're saying, if they don't come to pass, we're gonna be like the prophets of Baal. And the things that you guys are saying, if it don't come to pass, then it's gonna be on you. So it ain't gonna be sooner or later all this debating and going back. It ain't gonna be none of that no more. Soon.
Which we can say, so choose this day who we want to serve. And we saying who's siding with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we see who's siding with Satan. There's a clear difference.
I got one more verse. Verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? Right? When a man, if a man gets supernatural powers, right? See things that you can't explain. The Lord is going to make the wisdom of this world foolishness, man. To give such a low people at a low estate spiritual power, you're not going to be able to physically understand that. You know what I'm saying? You can't rationalize that with a human mind. But this is where the power of the Most High comes in. You know what I'm saying? And the things that we say and that we've been saying, they're going to come to pass.
And then okay, how did they know that? You know, how did they know these things are going to come to pass?
Told you so. We told you. Right? Because we're reading out of the Bible.
Okay, you have more tomorrow? No, that was it. Okay. This book Ezekiel chapter 33 in verse Ezekiel 33 verse. Oh, you got it, brother.
God. It says 1 Corinthians 1:21. For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So the Most High knew that, like the book of Isaiah 53 say, he had no comeliness to him, right? So his service will come in like manner. So he knew that if he put the same men in the same predicament, lowly, right, that only the elect would believe in him. Anyway, so we're a walking stumbling block. Like we're plain as day, just like Yahushua was, right? People were looking for a majestic savior. Isn't this the son of Joseph? Like, no, this can't be. Yes, that was him. You know what I'm saying? Regular man, right? But the Most High knew, he knew that this is foolish to the Most High, but he had to do it anyway. Because we're a sifting process, we're a sifting, what's the word I'm looking for? Exactly, we're a sifting agent, right? To separate. We separate who the Lord wants and who, and if you don't like it, oh well, it's the truth. Right? The Lord didn't send out majestic prophets. He didn't send them guys out, man.
When they say like the pastor church, you know, they got the big, they got the nice suits and stuff like that. The Lord sent common men that speak the same tone, like the same lingo as you, like your regular brother, you know what I'm saying? Like the same of your nation. Like we ain't no superstars like that. He said the basis to tell you the truth, to your faith. You know, you got
some of the prophets, they were farming, and they were just called. You know, verse 22: for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. Like the brother I shared earlier, the Jews require a sign, right? But if you're requiring something flashy, this ain't it, man. You're gonna miss the bus. And that's the stumbling block. And the Lord deals with stumbling blocks.
I believe Matthew was at work when your house shot called him.
Matthew was at tax collector. Peter was fishing. You know. Nobody was no great Roman gladiator. He called him out of the Colosseum. No, he didn't call those guys, man.
And that's also so there's nothing about this truth that should be, you know, appealing in a carnal sense. You got a lot of these Israelite groups, they're they making it their business to have gimmicks and to have different things about them that they know Jake would appeal to in order to get those numbers in the congregation.
Exactly. Yep.
The flashy garments,
The marriages.
the marriages,
Yeah, hey, things of the world.
you
Yeah.
know, the family blitzing, which is glamour. Glamour is a witchcraft term. You guys look up the word glamour and look up the witchcraft.
Yeah.
So these other a lot of these Israelite groups, of course, not even talking about the churches and whatnot. You know, but this truth is not, you know, because they talk about our garments, they talk about y'all ain't got this, y'all ain't got a bum camp.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be that way.
Yep.
Because if anything drawing you to this truth that's carnal, I mean you're not in the truth for the right reason.
I got a quick thing.
You can't be of your life.
This is Isaiah 53, verse 2 in the MLT. It says, my servant grew up in the Lord's presence, Yahweh's presence, like a tender green shoot, like a root in dry ground. There was nothing beautiful or majestic about his appearance, nothing to attract us to him. So you had to believe, when the Lord walked earth, you had to believe him by believing in what he said. It wasn't nothing to, oh yeah, I like his shoes, or I like his garment. No, the Lord had to, the Most High sent him down where you have to believe in what he said. And that was the only way.
Like I said, believe me for the very work's sake. The scripture says you shall know a tree by its fruit.
Exactly. So if you fast forward 2,000 years forward, who would you point out to say these are the men that are like him, or in the same image of him? Because there's nothing majestic about us. Anything. We don't talk like we're great orators. We don't have flashy garments. We don't promote marriage like that. We don't do all those things. So there's nothing. You have to believe in the words. Yeah.
Charity.
No Israelite summits.
Unity camps and
Yeah,
shit.
we ain't doing that. So to them, y'all born.
We do.
Yeah.
I think you got more than that. Corinthians, Bible shop.
All we do is go out, teach the word, go back home, do videos, and live.
That's too boring for Jake.
Right.
They demonize us for that.
Yeah.
If that's not enough for you, then that means you're not a good yet.
Oh, God, I got it. 1 Corinthians 1:23. But we preach Hamashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness.
Yeah, so this scripture's like Yahushua was a stumbling block, and the scripture says Yahushua is what he comes in a volume of the book is written to him. So different things of the scriptures have people as a stumbling block to the. You can read more.
It says, but unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Hamashiach, the power of the Most High and the wisdom of God, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. Well, you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
Yeah, that's what we was going into, man. That's what we're going into. Not many mighty, not many nobles. That's why, you know, like nigga Floyd Mayweather, Jay-Z, them niggas, the Lord ain't bringing them in, and they probably know, but they ain't on the streets teaching like that because why they're high in this society. You know?
But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Foolish things of the world to confound the wise, man.
And you can call us foolish, right? Because to the world we're foolish.
Yep.
But why you guys not working? They'll say, why you go get a job? Go get some money.
Right.
You're young. You're wasting your life. Yep. It says, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Yeah, so the Lord's the basis or the small in this society according to y'all people, but the wisdom we have is more mightier than any wisdom on earth, man.
Yep.
Your college degrees don't compare to the scriptures, man. Niggas talking about something, go get a real college education. This is higher than the college education. We know what's about to happen through the spirit power y'all by Shema Shai.
Thomas Jefferson said
A college education is better than, the knowledge of the scriptures is better than the college education.
right, not Thomas Jefferson, a few of those years ago.
Okay, come.
You're going to end up in debt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a trap.
And fucking not brainwash, but program.
Yeah.
Esau's philosophy. And what did trust in the science and all that get to people in 2020? In 2021?
Bunch of hurt.
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 Still dropping like flies. And we really see the real, effect of that. We get ready to see it.
Yep.
It says it's going to be like activated 3 years after they take it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's 2025.
Yeah.
2025, really. So you got it in 21, 22, 23. Well, they got it towards the end of 21, I think.
Right.
So 2025, we should see a majority of people just start.
Yeah.
As they've been saying, billions expect billions of deaths in 2025.
So, verse 28, 1 Corinthians 1 and 28, and base things of the world and things which are despised have God chosen. Yeah. And the things which are not to bring to naught things that are.
Yeah. The Lord deal with the lowly, the meek, because he can reveal those secrets unto you. When you're going to be pride. When you reveal secrets unto somebody that's pride, they're going to think it's themselves. All right? That's why the Lord keep base men, like men that's in the middle, like average men, to like teach this truth. Man.
And that especially in this society where, the scriptures say that the Jews got to the Jews first, then to the Gentiles. No one's hated more than the so-called black men, right here in America especially. So for the Lord to have so-called black men, which, predominantly from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, bring it out, that's really base. Because everybody else is better than the so-called black men, even animals, to these people. Yeah. The woman, everyone. We're last.
And it only makes, you got it. I was about to say, it only makes sense like the tribe of Judah is the head tribe.
You say he's gonna wake up his tents of Judah first. Yep. It's Zechariah. Yeah, because he's right when they get the power here. This is Zechariah. Come on, brother. This book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and verse 7, it says, "The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah." That's why the Lord, Judah had to wake up first. All right, because Northern Kingdom wouldn't magnify himself above Judah, because Judah's the lowest, because Judah, Benjamin, Levi, because the curses fell on us the hardest, man. It's on all our people, but man, started with the head tribe. Hey, the curses are upon us, man.
So much is given, much is required.
Verse 8, it says, "In that day," that's why started with Elder Albert Vivens. I believe he was a Judite, and the elders at One West, most of them was so-called was Judite, so-called African Americans, man. Then you had the Apostle Har, I think he's a Levite. You got Apostle Bar Benjamin, and then the other tribes came in. Right? It says
and still we have really to witness the masses of what I'm trying to break up.
It's a lot of.
It's more northern. It's like there are more tribes than Judah. Southern Kingdom is only 3 tribes. The majority of Israel is Northern Kingdom. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 12 and verse 8. It says, "In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, in the house of David as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them." So that's that power, man. Just according to the scriptures, when David killed his tens of thousands, David was a mighty warrior, but he said there was people going to be like David, and those that are like David is going to be as an angel. So it's going to be a lot of judgment going on, man.
That's starts on this side. Right now, if you read it, it just tells you. Not the butcher, but he shall save the tents of Judah first, right? Meaning to wake them up, because the salvation is going to happen of all the elect. The 144,000 going to be gathered together from the different, corners of the earth at once, right? But the Lord said He's going to save the tents of Judah first. That's talking about waking up, as we said, waking them up to the truth. And then after that, He speaks about the power. Right after that.
Yep. Order.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Goes back to what we said earlier about the Lord's going to give them power.
Yeah. And then, as we said, that's one thing we're going to You know?
Exactly.
And the
Willing.
people gonna be willing.
You got something?
Yeah.
You still speaking? Jeremiah 50, verse 33. God said to the Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, they refused to let them go.
Yep. And this is where we're in Babylon. This is where we're both captives, man. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, man. And we are yet is there in our captivity. All right, subject to payment, but the Lord, He's going to deliver us from this place, man. All right, this is where, like the apostles always say, this is where the great deliverance is going to be at. Deliverance is going to be all over the world, but the major judgment and deliverance is going to be in Babylon. So there's going to be a lot of Israelites that's going to wake up and that's going to be delivered, man. And there's going to be a lot of that's going to be blinded too. You know.
So there's two. What group of people actually fit these prophecies? So those people over there in the Middle East claiming to be us, they don't fit these prophecies at all. They can't point out and say these are the Jews. They all call themselves Jews.
Yeah.
They don't say, "Oh, I'm from the northern kingdom. I'm an Israelite. I'm not a Jew. I'm just an Israelite." But we got people amongst us that will say that.
Yeah.
And what two groups of people in history can we put together and put them in one place and have them be oppressed, have their land taken, being, also put into captivity by one common group of people.
Right.
Just look around, who fits that bill? You can, put the scripture to the side for a second and just look at, people groups. What two group of people will oppress them in one nation together by one group of people, right?
Yep.
Those definitely not those people.
No, you don't fit the curses.
You don't fit it. Because you want to talk about what happened in Germany, right? For those 4 years, right? What they call the
Hate the word.
right, the cost thing.
To the Izzo.
Right. What they
Bird.
right, the burnt sacrifice.
Yeah, it's to the Izzo. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
So what they, what happened with that, it was the same people.
Yeah. Y'all the same people.
Y'all the same people. like Whoopi Goldberg said, but even Whoopi Goldberg, she understood that if I want to come up in society, I gotta be a bird. I gotta be a Goldberg.
Yeah.
Or she wasn't born no fucking Goldberg.
Hell no. No, I don't think so.
Hell no, but she understands that.
Understand
That them big nose people.
Right, that'll take you
Yeah.
places.
That take you far.
Yeah, exactly. That was basically the hollow was white on white crime.
That's what she said, and she got demonized for that, and she took it back a few years ago.
It's true.
Right.
It's the truth.
Same people.
Same like gang violence, Bloods and Crips. That's just Jake just kicking Jake's ass.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with y'all being under the curses. Y'all just evil. Y'all hate each other. Whatever.
One group of people was called Ashkenazi, one people was just called Nazi.
God, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 46. It's speaking about the curses. It says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." So we can use the curses as a reference unto who these people are. Yes, we can. And the word sign goes into a token, proof, an ensign, a miraculous sign, distinguishing mark, remembrance. So for people that say we can't use the curses to identify ourselves, according to the Bible, we can.
According to the Bible, you're supposed to.
So you guys are wrong, right? So we got historical evidence, history, in the Bible,
Right.
that you guys are shuffling, doing a Christian shuffle and tap dancing around us being Israelites, but you can only do it for so long.
They'll never use the scripture to prove their nationality, so-called nationality, or prove their existence or reason for being over where they at, doing what they're doing. They'll say, "Oh, the scripture is But they were never going to the people and use the prophecies to prove.
Yes.
Talk about DNA.
Yeah, that's the thing they on now.
Especially hard because you gotta have a DNA from like an ancient Israelite to match it.
And proven,
They don't have that.
you know.
Yeah, so you're not the people.
Plus they go by the mother, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
they know why they mother.
They don't even go by the seed of their father.
Yeah, which is in the Torah, which y'all believe in, the Torah.
Right.
So everything they're doing is like
It's wrong.
It's contrary to the
You
scripture.
guys are wrong, man.
Stop right there. When you chasing it by your mom,
Yep.
stop right there. Disqualified.
The Torah says the opposite.
Plus they have a Balfour Declaration.
I got that numbers.
Nah,
Yeah,
you got it.
No, you
okay. This is book of Numbers, chapter 1, in verse 18. It says, "And they assembled the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls." So what they declare their pedigrees after their fathers, because the fathers carry the seed. You are what your father is, man.
Yep.
That's
So-
what.
Go ahead, you got it.
Nah, it's like these people in the world. It's like, what's your nationality? They say I'm Cuban, Jamaican, Haitian, all that. They'll really think that, but you are according to what your father is, man. It's a seed line.
How you gonna say I'm from this tribe and that tribe? I'm a Jew. I'm from Judah. And you chasing it by your mom. Judah was a man.
Yeah, exactly. That's some bullshit.
Israel is a man.
Yeah, that's
Right.
bullshit.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, these are men.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your mom got to do with it?
Because Jacob had what, Dana?
Right.
Like he didn't never say nothing. If
You know,
yeah,
tribe,
yeah.
So by that belief system, then King Solomon wasn't an Israelite.
Exactly.
Because his mother was a heathen. Right.
David?
His grandmother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, his grandmother was alive because Bathsheba was his,
Ruth?
yeah, his grandmother.
Grandmother Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth.
Yeah.
It was Redbone, my bad. His Redbone, Solomon's son.
Which mean that King David was in the Israelite. Right?
Yeah.
Not Solomon's mother, but his grandmother.
Ruth.
Great.
Was it great grandmother Ruth?
Great grandmother.
Yeah, even like
Gershom.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Right.
That was
You know,
fair, yeah. That was fair.
Gershom was a Levite. So, you know, there's too many cuts.
So we have the example of the Israelitish, guy that was profaning the name of the Lord.
Exactly.
He got
You got put to death. Lock him in a cage. You know, he wasn't an Israelite.
But they said his father was an Egyptian. But his mother was an Israelite. So why they call him Israelite-ish? Sound like another ish. Synonymous, you know?
God.
I got Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Because that's the promise that our forefather told Abraham that his seed was going to be as the sand of the sea. That's why you got jakes all over the world. They looking like all type of nations, but their lineage go back to the 12 tribes according to their fathers.
Yep.
Israel.
Which group of people can? It's just everywhere. Right. Like we don't die, we multiply type ish. Like you can tell an Israelite just by how many children at it. You know what I'm saying? Like we were given that blessing.
All you Edomites, y'all ain't having kids. Y'all a bunch of moles and
Yeah,
shit.
they dying off. Yeah, they got to decline birth rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit getting real sticky over there.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. But you had it where a couple years ago, I forgot what happened, but rough paraphrase. They number you had Amalek put a number on their so-called on the people.
Kind of like a census.
Yeah, on the census.
You're not supposed to do that. That's what David got messed up because of that.
Right. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay, and we're proclaiming that we are the children of God, the children of Israel, first and foremost here in America, and also throughout the four corners of the earth, especially here in America. Okay, but they saying, what these heathens saying? What are people saying? What are people saying? They're saying that you are not the people. So this fulfills prophecy.
Yep.
Even with those gutter rats, as hated as they are in the earth, nobody really says, oh, they're not the real people.
Right. So, you need to let go to that. Which goes to speaking, which proves that this is talking about right now.
Because they'll say, a lot of these people will say, because they're basically giving us a bad name. They're giving Jews a bad name. So a lot of these people on the earth, they really think, and they'll question, they'll have all these or something, and these people are responsible for this, that, and the third, you know, the ancient system and all that. And they'll still think that they're the people.
Right.
And they'll say, see, that's why God turned his back on y'all. And that's, you know, y'all killed Jesus and this and that. Not knowing it the whole time. These ain't even the fucking people.
Yep.
This Hosea 1 verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head. And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Yep. Out of the land. America, in which what? Judah and Israel is here together. Where in history does it prove that Judah and Israel was together? Other than the land of Babylon, because they went into separate captivity. So we're all here in America together, right? And what the brother read earlier, Jeremiah 15:33, right? Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Here in America, Babylon the Great.
Yeah, because our people, the northern kingdom left for the Assyrian after the Syrian captivity. But you had scattered Israel, but majority of the northern kingdom was already over here. So we had the southern kingdom had to come over here. That's when we were pressed together. That's when that prophecy being fulfilled. So he has to be in this land. And they said appointing themselves one head. But the king script said after a while we're gonna be without an ephod of things, and then what they're gonna seek to their king, King David. You know, which we believe that was King Mashah, all right, of One West, man. Which, as our apostle say, the house of David, and that's what the Lord established. We see King David, so that's how you know. Where's your King David at? You know,
Dawid. Where's King Dawid?
Yeah, that was it on there.
And also, too, the scriptures tell us that Deuteronomy 28, I believe, Deuteronomy 28, it says, thou in thy kingdom shall be, you know, going to captivity after third slavery.
Yep.
So we can point to, you know, say, yeah, we went to captivity, you know, y'all can't say that.
Exactly. We answer all y'all questions, but y'all don't answer all our questions.
Give us two precepts before y'all
Like if
people.
you ever notice like the dialect in between us or anybody else, like they put us on the hot seat, we got to answer all their
Yeah,
questions.
they always do that.
You know what I'm saying? But they never answer our questions.
Nobody questions them.
Right.
People don't question them.
Even the Christian church think our people that goes to this Christian church, they think they're the Gentiles.
Yeah. That's why they so hard body on being Gentiles, because they think that, well, if I'm not a Gentile, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
No, nigga, you are an Israelite.
It's like, you know, we should say we were Gentiles, but now we won't know who we are. They're not the people of the Lord. They don't even act. They don't do nothing the Lord says. So how can they be the people, man?
They just keep it 1,000. Nobody question these people because they're Edomites.
Yeah.
They just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You get questioned all the time because there's it is.
They don't respect
But
us.
if we were so-called white men, you guys would believe everything we be saying.
Yeah. We don't have to explain
Nothing.
Leave it to our own people.
Yeah. They'll just see it. Yeah, that's what it is. But I had a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 7 says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. So Lord destroying all right, that cast, that covering, them lies that spread over all nations, man. All right.
Yeah. Which is well, one of them is you seen that rap battle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jake.
With Jake.
Yeah.
Jake waking up, man. You know, and these ish people, because they've been raised up like that, so they don't really know They can't deal with us. They just been told that they're, you know, that they're Jews, but they can't really get into the scriptures like that. You know what I'm saying? These are generations of new generations of Jews. They just been told that, so they really believe that. But when we open the scriptures, they can't deal with us, man.
I believe in the rap battle. They brought up the letter J.
Yeah. They can't deal with it.
They did. He brought the letter J out just to prove that the name is not Jesus.
Which they don't even believe in Jesus anyway.
Right.
You know, so
they
you know, and the so-called black people should be up in arms if they're in the Christian church about that. You so-called Ish people, you guys don't even believe in Jesus. Don't you guys love Jesus so much?
The brother said though, they get a pass.
Right? Yeah, y'all get them a pass. Christians should be going at these Ish people for not believing in Jesus.
Further, when you actually peel back the layers, you find out that these Ish people, they hate Christians.
Yeah.
Literally hate Christians.
Oh yeah, I watched the video where he say he say he spit every time he see a Christian, like a spit on the ground.
Right. Because if you get into their belief system, they believe that who we call the Messiah was a son of a harlot, a Roman centurion. They said she fucked the Roman centurion and got pregnant, and he was a bastard. They say right now he's burning in shit. Right now. They got a lot of crazy, beliefs, but the Christians they don't know that.
No.
They don't know that every Friday night they throwing up curses on you Christians in the synagogue. They count you as their enemy. They count America as their enemy. They count America and as Edom. And you ask them who is
that's
Edom?
true. They say America.
They say America
right.
and Christianity as Edom.
Yep. They say you so-called white people over here, y'all Esau Edom today.
And they believe that in order for them to get their kingdom, America got to be destroyed.
Yep.
If you ask the rabbis that, they may not tell you that, but if you actually go into their beliefs, they believe that America must be destroyed for the kingdom to come.
But nobody questioned them about them wanting that.
Right.
Nope.
See, we want America to be destroyed because God wants that. Okay, you got Amalek saying that, but nobody questioned them.
No.
And you actually get into it, they're actually the leaders of their people are actively doing things to ensure America's destruction. Like first and foremost, demoralizing the citizens through Hollywood. Okay, they are pushing things like the alphabet movement, pushing things like feminism, right, to destroy the country from the inside out.
Planned Parenthood.
Right.
That's right. This is a tactical plan, man. This was thought out. This had to be thought out.
Right.
And that's why the leaders of all these music, a lot of them are Ish people.
Yeah, all of them.
They Ish. And they all know each other.
Yeah, they all related.
You got something?
Yeah, yeah, with
Christians won't look up none of these things, especially black Christians.
no, they're not.
They won't even begin to ask these questions because they fear the so-called white man. They think the Most High is a so-called white man. They think his son is a so-called white man. And they think that his people are so-called white people. And they dare not question that.
They dare not.
There's not.
Hey, which is true. Because in your actions, none of you Christians don't go at them. I've never even seen it on a regular YouTube video.
Right.
The only ones is KKK. Right. And so-called real Nazis.
I had a piece of those. These Psalm chapter 64 and I'll start at verse 6 says, they encourage themselves in a evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, we shall see them. That's the wicked. Yep. Behind the scene.
Yep.
The God of Jacob not looking at us. The God of Jacob don't see us. They meet up. They had their council, their meetings.
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of those, some of the most wicked people on planet Earth are JJs. Yeah. Earth people. Noah Yuval Harari openly told the world that we can make God as angry as we want, and because we can make our own water, we can make our own food, and that AI is going to be your new God. and he's a ish person, a JJ. The people that everybody extolled to the clouds.
Yeah.
But no one has no words for Yuval Harari. None. No, nobody is in a marching or uproar against these people.
Right.
But as wicked as Jake is, you know, there's not too many Jakes that would say some shit like that.
Yeah.
Even the most wicked
Jake,
can
he
say,
still
only God can
judge me. Yeah. He'll have a cross tattoo, or you know what I'm saying, a white man Jesus on his arm.
He got
Bible
like 5
verse.
bodies.
Yeah. But you know.
Well, Tupac said that only God could judge.
Yeah. And
They
Tupac
still
was
had
wicked.
that deal.
Yeah. But he said this with a straight face. Like these people really, they hate God.
They hate the Lord. That's why Scripture says you're supposed to blot out Amalek from off the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
You gotta get rid of these people, man.
Because these people a bunch of demons, man. You know? They own everything so they can control everything. If you own something, you can control it. You own the media. And the things that Kanye said, they only was mad because it was true.
Yeah.
These people, literally, you can look it up. These people own everything that can control a human being. Media. Anything that can persuade you, they own it. Music. One of the greatest influences on the planet Earth is music. Frequencies, they own it. TV, they own it. What you see, what you hear. They own it. Money. They control it all.
Man.
If I may add, that's why you have different witches and warlocks putting different enchantments on the frequencies. On the music. I seen A$AP Rocky and his crew. You seen the Osh, right? He had like a
Yeah. Like one of his first videos.
yeah, like a pentagram. Yeah.
We got stupid ass niggas. So they know they was just mocking the Belly, mocking Belly. The movie Belly. Nah.
No.
Stupid ass.
When you go into it, Amalek running music industry. Amalek is on the left hand side.
They know that their God is Lucifer.
Yep.
What they're calling Lucifer. They're talking about Satan, not the actual Lucifer, which really is the king of Babylon, just the title. But also, really, when you really get into it, these Amalekites, they're really just enlightened Edomites.
Yeah.
Because a natural born regular Edomite, you know, I like to say, you take any of these Edomites and you groom them and you put them in their least position, they'll do the same thing their least will do, because it's in them to be the devil. But this is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of the serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Also tells you in I didn't want to butcher this too, so let me get it. It's Psalms, and that's Psalm 53. Is it 53? No. It says, in the land of uprightness shall they not learn.
Isaiah,
In the land of
uprightness, Isaiah 20.
not learn.
I got it.
Isaiah 26,
Right.
verse 10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. And the man of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh.
There you go. Even in the land of uprightness, you know, even with them claiming to be the people of the Lord, they're still going to be evil.
Right.
So when you actually get into these Amalekites beliefs, they're basically warlocks. They're basically, because they'll say they believe in the Torah, and when you really get into their beliefs, they believe in what's called Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism. One of their main books is called the Zohar, which is a book of enchantments and spells. And the average, regular, everyday, so-called, you know, those people that you meet, they study Kabbalah. And they're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you they're going to use the Bible or the Torah as a cloak.
Yeah, like a front. Cloak. Yeah.
But behind closed doors, they practice
Exactly. like the modern day Chaldeans.
Right.
That's what they are.
So they're basically enlightened. Like we're enlightened. They are, you know, we're the enlightened of our people. They are the enlightened of their people. Their light is really darkness, but to them is light.
Yeah.
The same way the truth to us is light, darkness to them is light. So they're enlightened in their way.
Yeah.
So they don't think like a regular Edomite. An Edomite they in their spirit they hate Jake. You know what I'm saying? By nature, but they don't truly understand why. You know, these Amalekites, they actually, you know, especially the least of them, they know who we are, they know who they are, they know who their power is, you know what I'm saying? And they use high-level deception. The average everyday Edomite, he don't really know. He's just a demon by nature. He don't really know what's going on.
He fucking Donald Trump and Kamala.
Yeah, they into that.
Fucking Coors Light and shit. They all hanging up. You know, no, that's why those ish people look down on you, so-called white people, because you don't know nothing. You're not enlightened.
Right. They basically groom Edomites that acknowledge the satanic power within. So when we tap into our power on the right hand side, the Yahweh Bashir side, they tapping into Satan.
Out of pizza. No, back you up. That was facts. This is Job chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 21, but the point is at 22. Job chapter 10, verse 21 says, Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness in the shadow of death, which is here in America, the land of darkness, because their wisdom is dark, man. Verse 22, a land of darkness as darkness itself, in the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. You know what I'm saying? So their light is like you was bringing out. We're enlightened though through the right hand side of Yahweh Shemashah. They're enlightened through the left hand side, which is darkness, man. The scripture says the wisdom of the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, right? Paraphrasing in the book of Sirach. Yeah, so Esau, the Lord gave him that power, all right, so he can rule the world, so the Lord can exalt him just how he did Pharaoh, so he can bring his ass down.
Right. It's a perfect example, like you mentioned, because look at those descendants of Montezarian today. They lost that enlightenment that they had. They're not decking gold and you know Pharaoh and shit no more doing their sorcery. Now they jumping up and down, you know, sticking their head up and down, right? Butt ass nigga.
Which goes to show you that when a nation rules, the Lord gives you like a certain level of
wisdom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whether it be because the majority of the people they get it on the left hand side. They get illuminated on the left hand side. You know what I'm saying? So in which deception, which the scriptures say he went out to deceive, and in order to lie and to be cunning, you have to have a form of wisdom.
Exactly.
To be cunning, to be like Esau Eve.
He went from being basically a caveman
Right. Exactly.
to the elite
Exactly.
of the world.
Yep.
And what do they call that period outside of it being called the Renaissance period?
Dark Ages.
Right. They call the fire time the Dark Ages, and when it came to the fire, they call it what?
Renaissance.
Outside of the Renaissance, they call it the Age of Enlightenment.
Oh, the Age of Enlightenment.
We actually get into it, they call it the Age of Enlightenment with Leonardo, Da Vinci, and right, because whenever a society comes into power, they call it enlightenment. You see that the artistry improves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The music improves.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. That's
You
right.
feel me? Just look at America. What made America great was innovation. You know, free, market. People, all these different actors and singers.
Inventions.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Even with Leonardo da Vinci, he was, Michelangelo, I believe he was an inventor as well. Created, different things. So that's the Most High turning up that dial.
Exactly.
We did the ancient Egyptians, then brought him down. We did it at Esau, now you turning him back down. Exactly.
Splendid kingdom.
What's it called? One of the wonders of the world. You had
The Hanging Garden.
the hanging garden in his kingdom. One of the wonders of the world. The knowledge to build certain things and to have technology, the Lord got to give you that wisdom.
Right. Like Alexander, he was young, conquering shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was groomed by think it was Socrates or something.
Yeah, one of those philosophers.
Yeah, Socrates. He was taught by Socrates. So Alexander was not only just a war general, which the Lord was dealing with him on that, because in order to be a war general, you got to have wisdom.
Yeah.
In order to conquer an army that's way larger than you, when you watch the documentary of Alexander, he was going against an army twice as big as his. So the Lord is dealing with rulers on a level, a certain level.
And she said that the Lord's heart is in the
King's heart is in the hand of Yahweh.
Yeah. That shows the Lord controlling everything.
Yep, that's right.
Job, or the book of Iowa, chapter 21, verse 14. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
But I like to make my own.
What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from you. How oft is the count of the wicked put out? How oft cometh their destruction upon them? God distributeth sorrows in his anger.
Say that again, brother. Because they don't serve the Lord, so the Lord's gonna put their candle out. You gotta read that again, brother.
It says, what is the Almighty? Job 21, verse 15. Watch.
Because you see these videos like YouTube, there's like, do you believe in Jesus or something like that? Edomites be like, no, get out of my face. Yeah, that's their spirit.
Well,
Like,
that's the right spirit they in though, right? Because Yuval Harari knows he's an Amalekite. Like, so openly he say things like that because he knows that when the Lord come back, he's not gonna be saved. They know.
Iowa.
He's enlightened.
He's enlightened. He know, like, that's their God. They ain't my God.
right.
My God is Satan.
They're not thinking like a fucking low-level Christian,
Exactly.
Right.
thinking that the Most High is a white man.
Right.
He loves you white people more than, you know?
Yeah.
They do a diligent search. Like all these other nations, they had their gods already, so they know they subvert their spirit connects to idols, not the real power.
This is Job chapter 21, verse 13. They spend their days in wealth, and in the moment go down to the grave.
Yeah, that's how Esau lived. You see a lot of Amaleks running throughout this beach. You know, they live their life in wealth, man. They own most of these fucking high rises here.
They own the beach. They own the beach. Yeah, they really much.
Well, we had an Amalekite come up to us and tell us to get off my beach.
They own this beach. And he's speaking in reference to his people.
Right.
He's one of them, right? It's our beach. Get off my beach.
Right.
He in the right spirit, because in the kingdom,
Yeah.
that's how we gonna be.
Yep.
It's gonna be ours.
Yeah.
So they in the right
We
spirit.
ain't gonna have to tell you to get off our shit.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have to tell you to get
Yeah.
You already don't know.
Already gonna know. This says they spend their days in wealth, which they own land, they own cattle.
Yeah, that's the true wealth. They got shit, gold that we would never. The Lord gonna give us everything, but if we just continue living, we would never match up. The wealth difference,
The wealth gap. We'll never
Yeah.
catch up.
never.
You know, they got the nicest stones.
Because of that great Gulf fix.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of in Lazarus and the rich man, it's a barrier, which are curses.
Right. It says in the moment go down to the grave, so they eventually die.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. They eventually
Die.
die, even if it's 95.
Yeah.
We still die.
You get different heart transplants
Plants.
from Jake.
You know it's from Jake.
Right.
It ain't from you,
Missing.
right?
You see, it says missing.
Missing.
They know where the child at.
Yeah. Organ donor.
They take our melanin.
Yeah.
They observe our calves. Oh, he jumped so high. He observed his
Yeah.
muscle.
True. He started to put us down to a science. He already know. Scientifically, biologically, we are a better human species than them.
Yeah.
You know, they know that.
Yeah. Verse 15. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? That's right. And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from you. How oft is the counsel of the wicked put out? You know, with his left hand wisdom, it's going to be put out. How oft cometh their destruction upon them? God distributeth sorrows in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind. and as chaff that the storm carrieth away, God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. And who is that he? Who is his children? Talking about the wicked man, Esau, Edom, Edomites. He talks about in what Isaiah 14 about his nephew. His posterity is gonna be cut off. His seed.
Yep.
He's talking about a nation of people.
Right. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Right? Because, yeah, we might speak about how the left-hand side, they have a certain form of knowledge and wisdom, right? But truly, the knowledge of wickedness ain't wisdom, right? As the scriptures say, but on the left-hand side, there is a, what I want to say, cunning serpent-like knowledge that they have, and which can only be given by the spiritual being Satan, which is their father, because that's who they go to, and this is why the Ish people are on a higher level than regular ass ugly white people, is because the Ish people, they actually pray to these deities. You praying to Jesus.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah, you paying to the false god.
You praying to Jesus. They praying to Satan, man. They know.
They paying these false pastors like John Hagee, right? This Edomite to big them up. So they pay Christians, Christian leaders. The Christian leaders, they know what they believe in the bullshit.
They want money.
Yeah.
They right.
John Hagee been talking about Amalek for a long time.
That's all I'm talking about.
John Hagee?
These are the people of
I know
God,
about
and God
John
is going to fight for them. Like, God is going to fight for them. And, you know, if you bless Israel, God is going to bless you. So
Oh my
He been
God.
saying that for years. He been on TV.
right.
John Hagee had a son.
He paid by them devils.
Yeah.
Do that.
Took the bag.
Devil, the wicked looking.
The white,
Yeah.
Copeland.
He got oil.
Yeah.
He got a runway, airplane landing
Yeah.
on his property,
Yeah.
man.
And Copeland, we know Copeland, he praying to those spirits too.
Yeah, that nigga look possessed.
Yeah, they got him on camera bugging out. You know,
That boy transformed.
Yeah.
So,
Transfigured.
you know, he tapping into his left hand power.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Did a ritual on TV by drinking blood and stuff.
Christianity is basically the religion of the plebs.
yeah, that's like entry level. You know, and the majority of the people, that's the furthest they gonna go.
Right.
Jesus.
They just stop right there.
Stop right there.
Because that's for simpletons. That's a religion for simpletons.
Yeah. So they bugged out. I got a piece of to prove that Esau is that he's the physical counterpart of Satan. This is Matthew chapter 13 in verse. Yeah, earthquake. That's what Jesus. Yeah.
What they promote. They promote pigs.
Yeah, of course.
They promote swine.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 38. It says, "The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom," talking about Israel, "but the tares are the children of the wicked one." All right, so if you go into the parable, of the tares and the wheat, like the tares are like Edomites. They look like our people, but they're really Edomites. But he said they are the children of the wicked one. That was the whole point of it.
Right.
So they're
The
the
chocolate
seed.
covered Edomites.
Yeah, they're the seed of Satan, man.
Yep.
You have your father the devil.
Was it hereditary?
Yeah, he was.
Basically, how you get Amalek, calling himself a Jew.
Yeah. This is Exodus.
That's why they say they go by the mom. Get into it. They say they go by the mom because that's where it originated. With Herod, he was married to an Israelite woman, and they think that through marriage you're gonna become a Jew.
Ain't gonna happen. Exodus 17 and 16, it says, for he said, because Yahweh have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And that ain't stopped. The Lord still got his men going after you, JJs, and exposing.
Yep. And it's a war. So it's a back and forth. So the Most High is fighting against them, and they fighting against the Lord.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you got Pharaoh started saying, we're going to go in outer space. We're going to fight your God. We're going to beat your God. We're going to win.
Well, they got the Space Force.
Strong
They
delusion.
got Space Force. They got they different wise men going on YouTube podcasts telling them we trying to X God out.
Right.
You know, they openly saying these things. They ain't like hiding.
What's the outcry?
They don't,
There's no outcry.
you know?
Fight against the Lord.
But
And
if
they
you're
get a
a-
pass.
Yeah, they get a pass.
If you're a low-level Christian, what they saying is going over your head.
Yeah,
But if your eyes is open, you clearly see what they're fucking saying.
exactly. like you Christians gonna be persecuted too.
Exactly.
Because the new religion for the new world is gonna be Satanism.
Yeah.
And if you don't worship Satan, there ain't gonna be no more Jesus freaks, and they don't want none of that. The Bible, they don't want none of that.
They probably banned the Bible.
They want AI to be a new religion. Your God. AI is going to determine if you can buy this car. They openly said this. We're going to let AI decide that. Whether you can eat steak tonight. We're going to let AI decide that. Whether you're righteous or not. We don't want no God. He said that God is an old concept. God.
You was holding?
Nah, it was a topic. I was gonna get that how they, the brothers brought out how they was gonna fight against law. I was gonna get that. Daniel, this is it's like in Revelation. This book of Revelation, chapter 12, in verse 7 says, "And there was war in heaven." That's how they know. See, Esau, they read the scripture, but they think it's like a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? But they know the Lord's coming back. It says, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels." It's talking about our Lord Yahushua, Michael the archangel, and all the holy hosts. They coming back to fight against the devil. And his angel fought against the dragon, and his angels. So the Lord's gonna go to war with Esau, Edom. You know his power structure. All right, he gonna blow out their fucking military jets and things like that.
The brother from Cali had a dream. Big Judah. He had a vision about the Lord zapping, turning people into powder. Basically, 2nd Ezra 13. Say they just disintegrated, turning to dust, like poof. Yep.
That's the Lord said he gonna pour out his spirit. Brothers gonna have visions. Acts.
That ain't talking about Satan. Revelation 12 ain't talking about it. Revelation 12.
Yeah, Revelation.
Ain't talking about Satan fighting in the spiritual realm, fighting against Michael.
Right.
Like they all just fighting one another.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's some bugged out concept, man.
Some Babel type shit.
Yeah.
So the Jews said that Michael does not bring a railing accusation against Satan.
Yeah.
They're going to fight.
So
They're going to say, all right, let's do that. Ding, ding.
ding, 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 and the Mozart just sitting in this chair, looking at him fight. Like,
Round two.
They got to fight in the heavens. They got to come down to earth.
he just sitting in his chair like, all right, let me see what you want to go. No,
Bugged out.
that's bugged out.
You say more Christians believe that Satan went against the Most High.
Yeah, he tells me
Right.
yeah.
You still haven't proved that yet. Damn.
Yeah, like in heaven, like I can't wait to get my hands.
Where is Satan?
What about the conversation in the book of Job?
All right.
Not a drug topic. But
No, that's on topic.
Because Job, he called Satan, one of the sons of God. Right. On the left-hand side.
He was invited. Come here, say,
Has thou considered my servant Job?
He,
He's talking to him.
He gave him the floor.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, where did you come from?
Do what you gotta do. But just don't do that to him.
Hey, that's one of those strongholds and lies that Amalek pushed out to front of people. So they believe it. But they Christians believe anything.
What? They
Anything
believe
wicked.
anything, boy.
Anything wicked Christian.
Hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie, Christian, they might write a badass comic book, boy. What they believe in is insane. What?
Oh, bro.
But nothing to back, like no proof, no evidence to back it up, nothing.
Nothing.
They say God take the will. Then they say that there's no free will. Oh, they say that you can have there's free
There's
will.
free will, yeah.
If somebody died, they say, why God?
Yeah. But Pookie, you believe in hell, but Pookie done killed 10 niggas. And he said, see you, rest in peace, see you in heaven. Right. Nobody at the funeral will say, oh, yeah, he going to hell. Yeah. Niggas don't believe in hell, man. Stop.
If they did, they would change their
They was,
lifestyle.
exactly. Y'all don't believe in no hell, man.
You know that shit don't sound right.
Taraji P. Henson's a Christian.
It don't sound right.
The so-called KKK, they're Christians.
Yeah, oh, you're right. Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, they are.
T.D. Jason Christian.
Like,
Yeah.
But he's hanging with Diddy.
Yeah. Oh, this gonna be good, boy. This gonna be good coming up, boy. We're gonna see T.D. Jakes on the hot seat, baby.
Yeah. What's the Rhymes already on the hot seat?
What you go around there?
What's the Rhymes? Got exposed.
And really, it's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Every time they need a distraction, they call a so-called black man out. Like R. Kelly, you know, all them other Meek Mill. They get the so-called black people to distract the world. You know, and then they do all their wickedness. They blow up walkie-talkies and beepers, and, you know, the same day.
Because really, they want to distract Jake.
Yeah, they want to.
what it is.
There you go. And that's easy. They get it.
You know, because really they want to distract Jake from the truth. They don't want Jake looking in the world, connect the dots, but you know.
In that circle.
Yep. People in that same old circle. Who calls out wrong?
Same
simulation.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a simulation.
Sports,
You know?
NFL back and shit.
And he created the simulation.
When we've been letting you know what's going on in the music industry and Hollywood for years, decades.
Now Cat Williams
Yeah.
Cat Williams saying this one too. Y'all believe him?
Now everybody's a fucking conspiracy
Theories, yeah.
You know? How convenient.
Jay. Come on, Jay. I'll finish this song.
So Esau will let his tongue fall upon himself to a degree. Like he'll let out some truths, you know, just to distract you from what's really important.
Yeah, that's true.
Esau will bomb his own people just to get to one person.
Yep.
He will bomb his whole village just to get to that one person.
Well, Salakia, since we're talking about that, going back to the walkie-talkie thing in the pager situation with Amalek, they just showed their hand to the whole world.
There you go.
That's terrorism. That's even Edward Snowden, he talked about it.
Yep.
But with those pagers, those people that was getting blown away with them pagers, they weren't all in Lebanon. They were in different parts of the world. You had some of them was in London.
Yeah.
Some of these people were in the supermarket. Some of these people were driving. Some of these people standing next to people. You had a bunch of people that got injured from them shits that ain't got nothing to do with Hezbollah.
That's terrorism.
That's
Straight up.
Straight up terrorism.
That is.
Because all the bombs went off simultaneously.
Yep.
And these people are in different parts of the world. These bombs going off. You know? So that show you right there, Esau don't give a fuck. He don't care about nobody.
He went to sacrifice.
I got a precept. This Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4 says, and there went out another horse that was red, representing Esau Edom. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
And this is what group of people could have done just that and gotten away with it. You know what I'm saying? No other race of people could have done this and gotten away with it. Oh, it goes out, You know? You got it.
I'll just finish it. It's about the rain. It says, Revelation 6 and verse 4 says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. That's his blessing. That's why the Lord gonna have to take this devil down, man.
We about to see it. We really ain't see it because if what happened with those pagers, he's willing. Now he's basically said, all right, I'm about to pull out the big guns.
He's tricks out his bag now.
Oh yeah.
He don't care. Like he's basically saying, coming down with great wrath.
Yep. So with that, Lord willing, edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
And Lord willing was edifying. Shalom.
Shalom, double honor, shalom.
It had to rain.
Yeah, I know.